humanity, empathy, believing in something we can't see, making the unknown more known to people, where people can be comfortable with what was once unknown. This started with my father taking me to see a meteor shower and introducing me to the sky at night when I was 5 years old. And I never stopped wondering about what's out there ever since.
I just hope they enjoy that feeling of being awestruck and astonished by the possibility of what's out there, by how wonderful it feels not to be alone in the universe, how humbling that might make humans feel in an appropriate way, I think it really breaks you open in an existential way when you watch it.
Maybe if something outside of us was to come, we might learn a little humility and also understand that perhaps hatred is a human invention and we can unite. I don't know. I'm an optimist. Coming into this movie, my attitude was I looked up at the night sky and probably mathematically imagined we're not alone. Beyond that, I had no real notion of anything else, but Stephen's introduced me to an awful lot, and I guess I'm a believer.
I think it's an audacious moment in our film that suddenly the film slows down in that moment, and we have this discourse between me and Colin Firth. And I think it's a discourse that speaks to the heart. It speaks to the possibility of who we are or what we can be. And I think that's a real question that we should sit with. We move so fast right now in this world. I think we've just took a minute to think about what we're doing and how we're doing it together and how it affects all of us. We could really make a difference. And so I think that's sort of Stephen's hope with that question in the middle of this film. And I think it's a great question, and I think it's a question we need to answer in our own hearts. The moment I met Stephen, I think we just clicked. We had a great conversation. We got to know each other as human beings. We went on to do Lincoln together. We'd see each other throughout the years. I gave him the Golden Globe for Fabelmans when I was presenting to Best Director. And then it just made sense to me. He called me up one day and he said, I have something for you, and I hope you consider. And I'm like, hope I consider. I'm like, you're Steven Spielberg, of course I will. But he also just said something so wonderful. He said, see if you see yourself in this film, in this role. And I saw myself. And he wanted that honest feeling, like, do you see yourself, a part of yourself in this? Because I think he wanted us to bring a part of ourselves to these roles, too. And that was beautiful. So I'm really happy for the experience. And I love that Stephen has not only he's my director, but he's also my friend and my family.
Grateful that I get to be able to do this as a job, and that Steven Spielberg asked me to be in a movie, and then I get to experience this with the cast. You get these sort of odd one-time experiences with cast where you go do movies and do film, and then you get to spend a bunch of time with each other, and then you leave and don't get to see each other again for sometimes years. And so you just try and take it all in for what it's worth, and look around, and I can say to my kids one day, like, oh yeah, I was in one of those guys. I was in that guy's movie. I just think he's a master at making you relate to human beings. He is a very empathetic person. He made this movie about empathy, which is an incredibly hard thing to do when you think about it, because you have to jump into someone else's mind to be able to portray empathy.
It's a lot of information all at once, disclosure day, so I think this is a good way to plant the seed inside people's minds to potentially prepare for something like this in real life, and to not be afraid and to embrace it. A dream, man, a damn dream. Growing up on his films and being introduced to this world of extraterrestrial life, and instead of being consumed by the fear of it, just more empathy and compassion for the communication that could potentially happen. And just to be a part of his legacy is, it's something else for me.
It is like watching a master at work in close quarters, and to be in the room when inspiration strikes is, something that you can never forget. And I have to say, the way his mind works is so frenetic. He's always ticking. He's always thinking of an amazing plan, then ripping it up and starting again and thinking of something better. So this is not a man who coasts through any, hour on a film set. He's always thinking, always scheming creatively. And that's a hell of a thing to have a front row seat to behold.
Empathy is the most important human adaptive quality there is. And that trying to understand someone else and cooperate is the key to our survival. It was sort of one home run hitter after another as he cast it. And it was, you just feel overwhelmingly lucky. And then what's wonderful about Steven is he gives every actor, he wants to hear what they think, he wants their input into the part, and then he wants us to work on the script with that input. I mean, he really is the ultimate collaborator.